Alright, what's going on, dudes, and welcome to Minecraft version 1.3. As it turns out, the time between 1.2 and 1.3 is the longest ever period between two updates, but needless to say, it was made up for quite well with all the intermittent snapshots and pre-releases, not to mention the lengthiest changelog of all time. Because of that, actually, it would probably take a few hours to go over every single change in depth, so I figured I'd just take you on a run through of some of the more significant changes that have taken place. So let's start off with the menu screen, shall we? When creating a new world, more options will reveal several new fields, including enabling cheats and a bonus chest, as well as the added large biome world type. In-game, a bonus chest will provide newer players with some ready-made items to get them on their way. Large biomes will do just what the name suggests, and enabling cheats will allow you to access a text field much like in multiplayer, where you can input most of the vanilla multiplayer commands in your single player. Additionally, you can use cheats to enable Adventure Mode, a new game type that prevents the destruction of blocks or the use of buckets. It's useful for discouraging cheating in things like adventure maps. Over in the multiplayer menu, you'll notice the scanning for LAN worlds text under any of your servers that you have saved. With Minecraft 1.3, your single player game is actually run through server software, something that to my knowledge was done in order to make bug fixing for single player and multiplayer a more streamlined process, so bugs fixed in multiplayer would directly apply to single player and vice versa, so they're one and the same. This also allows you to open up your single player world for other people on your network to join without you having to go through any additional server setup. In-game, the creative mode inventory has been overhauled to include categorized tabs for all the different items, including a survival inventory tab with the extra 27 slots of space you normally get in survival mode, and perhaps most useful, a search tab, so you can find any items easily if you aren't sure necessarily what category they belong to. Now, one of the more significant additions comes in the form of emeralds. Emeralds are mostly used as currency for the new villager trading system, economy, whatever you want to call it. They can be obtained via trading with the testificates, or they can be mined naturally, though their ore spawns are much rarer than diamonds even, so your best bet is to just find a testificate in the village who awards them to you for another easier to collect resource, of which there are plenty of different variations of trades in which they will give you emeralds in return. Emeralds, like diamond, gold, and iron ingots, can also be crafted into decorative storage cubes, if you please, and you have a huge surplus of them that you want to decorate your house with. Enchanting has also been updated to make more useful attributes easier to obtain. The max level has been lowered to 30, with the new level 30 enchantment being equivalent to a past level 50. This means now it only takes 18 bookshelves to reach that level 30 maximum. Additionally, the bottom slot of the enchantment GUI will always show the max level that can be reached, meaning you no longer have to click a million times in the hopes of finding a max level enchantment. Experience is also easier to collect now, with coal, diamond, redstone, and all ingot dropping ores awarding experience upon destruction, and ores like iron and gold awarding experience upon smelting. The crafting recipe for books has also been changed now to require leather, so it's a bit more difficult to create them, but now you can also craft a book and quill, allowing you to write inside of the books and title and sign them when you're finished, so you can read them and share them with your posterity. The new ender chests can be equated to the Minecraft version of Dropbox in a sense, granting you cloud storage of items across any ender chests you have placed in your world. Once placed, the only way to retrieve one is with a Silk Touch pickaxe, else the chest will leave 8 obsidian behind upon destruction. Items will remain in your cloud even if all ender chests in the world are destroyed, meaning if you place in a stack of dirt and then destroy all the ender chests in the world, next time you place one down, you'll still have that stack of dirt available. String can now be placed on the ground decoratively or combined with tripwire hooks to create traps. Destroying string by hand will set off the trap. On the other hand, traps can be diffused with shears to avoid setting off the hooks. For more info on that, you can watch my earlier video on tripwires. I'll leave that annotated in the corner for a few seconds if you want to watch. Half slabs are now available in all different wood varieties and can now be placed as upper half slabs without needing another slab under them. Upper half slabs are also able to support redstone and torches as well. Some of the new terrain generation features include desert villages made out of sand and sandstone. That's the only difference that they have in comparison to regular old villages from the past. Also, they're situated in the desert, of course. And we have desert and jungle temples. Both the desert and jungle temples contain loot. In the desert temple, digging down at the pattern in the center of the structure will land you in a pit with loot chests, as well as a pressure plate that will set off a huge TNT explosion if triggered, so proceed with caution, or else you may kill yourself and destroy all the chests and loot in the process. The Jungle Temple, on the other hand, contains tripwire traps that'll shoot arrows at you from dispensers if triggered, and a lever and piston puzzle that will open up a loot room when solved. Alternatively, you can simply dig into the loot room rather than solving the puzzle, so it's up to you. To wrap things up, some of the more quick changes include zombie pigmen being able to spawn at nether portals in the overworld, furnaces can now be powered by wooden tools, boats will no longer make like the Titanic when faced with a lily pad, signs and buckets stack to 16, cauldrons fill up in the rain, leaves leak water in the rain, cocoa bean plants can be found on jungle trees, levers can be placed on ceilings, and 2-tiered crafting recipes for golden apples yielding different benefits each. Whew. Anyway, that's it for most of the notable changes. On top of what I've gone over here are some minor changes and plenty of bug fixes, so I'll leave the whole changelog linked in the description if you'd like to take a look. Other than that, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, it would be awesome if you could leave a rating, and that's it for now. So thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you next time.